You know, it's important. It's always important to find time to, just relax and have some fun, have some drinks. I think for me, that keeps my sanity, right?
What, drinking?
Well,
just kicking it.
Just kicking it. Just hanging out with friends. Yes, and drinking too. What else do we fucking do?
We do a lot though.
Yeah, we do a lot, man. I do want to start overlanding and doing all that shit. My car's is ready to go. So
the trip with that I'm planning back coming up in March. We're gonna do overlanding and we're gonna do target shooting.
Okay.
So my brother's coming too.
Yeah.
So we're gonna all bring our.
Is it on BLM? BLM?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna go overlanding, then BLM, and then we're gonna bring out the real.
Where's this at?
This is by like Placerville.
Okay.
So it's a little bit past like Sacramento.
Yeah.
It's dope.
We went to one by Arnold.
By Jackson.
It was called.
That's by Jackson, right?
I forgot the name of the place, man. It was like not Candy Rock. I forgot. I'll look it up. But yeah.
That's where you guys shot the video last time, right?
Yeah. That shit was fun, bro.
Yeah.
Did an overnight trip.
See, that's the thing I get scared, drinking and shooting though.
We did it after.
You do shooting first.
We shot first. I mean, we had like a beer, but
not even that. Because the way when we go shooting, like we set up the targets and we actually practice the drills, like go run, and then run,
That's dope.
So like we're hella strict.
Yeah.
Like we even have everyone like if you're not shooting, you gotta stay by the car. Wear your vest,
for sure.
Like for me, like
we had
I train with my bulletproof vest on when I do.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I wear it.
Yeah.
Because it's hella heavy. It's like 40 pounds, so it's just like get that weight training.
Yeah.
But
yeah, we set up tables like this.
Yeah.
And we treated it like the gun range.
Yeah.
You know where
10-minute drills.
Yeah, you shoot, and then make sure it's clear. You know, your gun is clear. You got the mags out.
Yeah.
You got the the slide open and stuff.
Yeah.
So, and then we say, hey, we do a check. Everything's clear. Change your targets.
Yeah.
So that's how we treat it too. Try to be responsible. So
yeah,
because it's unsupervised out there.
Yeah, you gotta check yourself.
Yeah, you gotta check yourself.
You gotta check yourself.
But yeah, we waited till the end to get freaking smashed.
Oh, for us?
Yeah. So.
The white boy, right?
Yeah.
He's from here. He's from the Bay too.
He moved here.
He's from
he moved to the Philippines.
But he's from here. He's
yeah,
from the Bay.
I know. I've seen him do shit with like Solen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Solen's actually pretty big out there, bro.
Really?
You know who that is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's dope is though, like you don't have to force speaking Tagalog, because everyone understands English.
I know. Hey, would you like move out there?
I'm trying to get my. So I don't qualify for dual citizenship, but I do qualify to be recognized foreigner recognition as Filipino.
Oh, is it because you weren't born there?
I wasn't born there. My parents weren't citizens while I was born. But if I fly back there, I could petition myself to become a Filipino citizen.
Okay.
I actually would though, because the reason why is because like the money here is hella tight, right? And it's only going to get more expensive to buy property and real estate.
Yeah.
So I'd rather invest here, take the money, and then live in the PI. And it's like part-time, like 6 months, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I would still want to keep my house here
and
travel back and forth. As far as like for me, like where would I want to raise my family, right? I think I wouldn't mind raising my family in the Philippines.
So the way I would do it though, I raise the family there, but homeschool the kids here.
That's a good idea. But they have good-ass fucking schools out there, bro.
Yeah, they do too.
They do. Like if you put them in the top end schools.
But you have to pay like crazy grip though.
You do.
Right? It's still expensive.
But you'd be balling if you're going to decide to live out there, right?
That's true.
You wouldn't want to live out there.
But at the same time, like part of the reason why I move out there is quality of life, which means we could travel more, right?
Yeah,
so I'd really want the kids to be homeschooled.
What do you think of homeschool, though? Do you think they get the same amount of education?
Yeah, sometimes more.
Really?
Because there's a lot of independent studies, so you can teach them.
But do you think it's going to affect their social skills?
No, because, well, it depends on the parent. Because the way I would do it is like from the get-go, my family's hella big. So they're going to grow up with hella cousins and hella aunties and uncles. So they're going to learn that already. But in terms of like education or social skills with their peers, automatically when they're born, they have to go to like they'll spend time in daycare or something like that, or they have to play team sports.
That's one thing that I was thinking.
It's mandatory they have to play one team sport every year, and then probably like some type of music, some type of creative art,
or even the individual sports. Like if they're they're still at the gym practicing.
Well, if they don't want to do like football or basketball, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, well, you got to take Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu and art. But I would probably ask them like, hey, if you do Jiu-Jitsu, you got to learn how to play piano or guitar, right?
Yeah,
you know why?
yeah.
Because one, you get the music so you can pull the bitches.
Yeah.
And then you got the skills to beat up all the haters.
Bro.
So.
You ever seen Mario Lopez's kid?
Nah, why?
Man, that fool plays the piano.
Does he?
He plays the piano and he fucking wrestles and does jiu-jitsu.
For real, see?
Yeah.
He's raw?
Yeah, he's decent. Like for a kid, he's decent at playing the piano. Like he's able to play and sing at the same time.
So he's skilled. He got a lot of skill.
But he's pretty good. I mean, I don't know like what level he would be ranked as a kid.
Yeah.
But judging by the videos, he definitely knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
Like, me and you wrestled before, so we know how good technique is gonna look like when they can shoot properly.
Yeah.
Take down, follow through.
Yep.
We know how that looks.
A good defense.
Yeah.
A good sprawl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we know how that looks. He has all that.
Yeah.
Just by judging.
Yeah.
From the video. So I was like, damn, bro. Like, but that's the thing. Like, see, when you have that kind of like.
That's a discipline and follow technique.
Yeah.
Too.
But see with Mario Lopez, like, when you get to that level, like in success where you can easily balance, right? Your work life and your family life.
Yeah.
Man, that means you made it. Because then, to me, like being a good father and being there for your kids and supporting them through a lot of the activities and things they do, that's also a job in itself. So
how do you manage that?
Shit, man. Reach financial freedom.
But everyone says that. But what does that mean, though, right?
Yeah, I know.
I know what that means for me. Each person is totally different.
Yeah, I mean, even with a 9 to 5, you can still manage it. I mean, it takes a lot of sacrifice, though, right?
Yep.
It takes a lot of sacrifice. You don't get to hang out as much, and then you don't get a lot of time to yourself. Just put it that way.
Oh, I get that.
You don't get a lot of.
I bet you the only time you get to yourself is when you wake up before them.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
On the weekend, because for me, I wake up early. I got to get ready for work because I go to work early. So, on the weekend when I wake up before them, that's the time I have. So, and then of course when I get my hall pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got a hall pass today.
Yeah, I got a hall pass today. So
once a month,
I'm having fun.
Once a month. We get
hopefully more than that. Yeah, but yeah.
At least once a month.
Yeah.
At least maybe every 2 weeks or something. We get 6-7 hours. Kick it like shit.
Yeah.
I mean, cause like everything I'm doing is to free up time.
Yeah.
That's why I'm trying to get rid of my job, go into business.
Yeah.
Even though it's not gonna free up time. Really, in reality, but it's gonna give me choice.
Right.
Say, oh, I got to be here at this time between these 4 hours, and then I'll come back home, and then go back to work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can really have that. I don't have to be exactly 9 to 5. I could be like 6 to 10, and then go do something with the family, and then come back 2 to like 8 or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's that choice of making my schedule.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for.
Time management, right? So, yeah, that's it. That's definitely important. That's something that, if you can kind of balance and find that, I don't know if you want to say, what do you want to call it? Like a skill to time manage.
Yeah.
Your work, because you have to know how to do it. Not everybody knows how to do that.
So how do you manage your time at work? And then how do you?
Yeah.
And then so how do you do that?
Well,
because your employees are like your kids too, though.
Yeah, that's
like,
true.
They're not kids, but you're responsible for them.
Right. Yeah, sometimes you have to implement that in your personal life, right?
So what do you do?
So I mean, I got a ton of fucking spreadsheets.
Excel for days.
It's so basically like, because you have a chance to oversee stuff, right?
Yeah.
So you have people documenting like what's on the agenda for today, right?
Yeah.
So scheduling. You have For me, I have a coordinator.
Yeah.
So they document everything from, let's say, for the week and sometimes into the next week, right?
Okay.
So we know, and then we have our due dates. So I manage that by looking at due dates, where we're at, and we have, I'm able to see the status and progress for each thing. So let's say we have a project and it needs to have, we need to fabricate 30 panels, right? So I can see every day where we're at.
Yeah.
The progress on that. And then usually we're working on 3 projects at a time, sometimes more, but every day it's updated. So I can manage that, and I can see where I need to flex. I can see where I need to say, hey, we need to do overtime, stuff like that. So I don't have a coordinator at home, so it's a little harder. It's a little harder.
Coordinator. I need you to do this. I need you.
No,
to do
she's
that.
like, fuck you.
Go do this shit.
She's like, fuck you. I work too.
It's like your turn, my turn, your turn, my turn.
Yeah.
That's the time management. It's your turn. Go do it. That's how.
So at home, it's a little bit more unorganized. I would say so.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you never know. Things pop up, especially with the kids.
Yeah.
So like nothing's as structured.
Definitely, and you're not managing adults, so.
So you can't reason with them, and then you can't try to explain logically, kid, this is what you need to do.
Yeah.
I know you're only 3, but you just follow this procedure. Like that shit ain't gonna happen.
Oh man, what about you? So how do you manage
My time?
your work, your 9 to 5, and then your side hustles and all your businesses and stuff like that?
So it's crazy. So the biggest thing is I run my day in 3 days. So this is something I've been doing naturally for probably 6 to 7 years. But the first person I actually heard about doing this was Ed Milet, right? And Ed Milet said, run your day in 3 days, which is I've always done, which is the time I wake up from 5 o'clock, 4:30, all the way to noon is one day. So I'll break up that day in what I need to get done, the most important things.
Okay.
Right? And then I have another day, 12 to 6. That's fucking second most important shit I need to do. Follow calls, investor calls, work with my 9 to 5, all that. And then in the evening, that's the family time. So everything after that, after 6 o'clock to midnight, it's family time and then fucking reading, researching, studying. So that's how I run it.
Right.
But it's hard, right? Because it's multiple side hustles, a regular 9 to 5.
Yeah.
It's nonstop. So luckily, I'm not in management no more at my 9 to 5. So all I have to do is clock in, clock out. Shit. But then the side hustles is all the fucking time. Yeah. So what I usually do is
And how many side hustles do you have?
Right now it's 2. It's about to be 3.
Okay.
So Hospi, right? The real estate fund. That's not a side hustle. That's a straight all-out business now.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
And that's getting away.
That's gonna take over that's gonna take over your 9 to 5.
Yeah, it's getting rid of my pharmacy by June already. We already know. We already planned it out.
Nice. Okay.
So Bart, my business partner, he quit last year, and I was supposed to quit first. So we switched it up. He needed to quit, so you quit first. I'll follow the following year.
Yeah.
So. For that business, I do a lot of business, not in California. Everything's in Arizona, Dallas, Miami, fucking North Carolina. So that's when I wake up, send my emails out.
Yeah.
Send texts, calls, because if it's 5 o'clock here, it's 8 o'clock in the East Coast.
Yeah.
Or 6 o'clock here, it's 9 o'clock there. So I'll get all that done. And then I'll go to my work, 9 to 5. But on breaks, I'm making calls still, making things happen.
Nice.
So that's the time I'm using to call for vending machines. Right? So I'm trying to call places hey, do you want a vending machine? Do you want a vending machine? And then after 5 o'clock, That's when I do my last minute emails, all stuff like that, and then delegate the task to my team, or or make requests to whoever I need to make requests, and then I spend the rest of the evening like kicking it with my family, and then like reading.
Yeah.
And like the last 2 hours is all reading.
Reading. So you read about 2 hours a day then?
More like, to be honest, like an hour. My goal's 2 hours.
Yeah.
I'll fuck around and get on like fucking IG, like damn. This girl got some big old titties. Like, hey, who is this? And then send it to you.
See, the thing is, like, man, you know what? I've thought about it many times. I'm like, dude, if I took away IG and all the social media,
you'd be so productive.
I'd be more productive. Just put it that way.
Yeah.
You know, because even when I'm at work, right? It's just like, all right, I'm done with this, right? I respond to an email, right?
Yeah.
And then, you know, it takes me time, and I'll respond to it, you know. And then when I'm done responding, it's like, all right, what's going on? What's going on in social media life?
What?
You know,
what are these bras doing? What are these people doing?
And I'm like, all right, let's get back to work. You know, so it's like constant. It's like constant.
It's constant.
So I'm like, what the fuck, dude? This is not good. But at the same time,
it's like I can't help it. It's a luxury.
Do you think it's an addiction?
Hell yeah, it gets in the way of being productive.
Yeah.
Anything that gets in the way of being productive is just not good.
Yeah.
Now,
a bad addiction, then.
That's if you're just looking for pleasure, which is like probably like 50% of the time I do, right? The other 50% of the time I'm actually like studying it.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay. Yeah.
Because everything, like,
because it's a marketing tool too.
It's a marketing tool.
Yeah.
So like all the podcasts, everything I seen, you know, trying to start this podcast, like we're doing Balikbayan Bros, right? Like cool. Let me go watch some podcasts from Filipinos. That's why I hella vibe with like Nino and Rai. He's like,
that fool's cool, bro.
That fool's exactly like
He's
us.
cool, man.
Like,
I want to hang out with him.
Like motherfucker, let's tagay. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go, fool.
Hey, cook me some fucking food too.
It's like, hey,
some of this shit looks hella bomb.
It's hella good. I'm like, dude, you cook with Ron cooking, and then we'll make Ron sing while we all drink. Like, it's good. While overlanding and shooting guns, like, dude, make that happen. You know, that would be actually tight. But like, I really vibe with them. Like, I really like his style. It's exactly like who we are. He's just like messing around.
Oh yeah. You know what we should do? We should try to get Ron in
on this
Balikbayan Bros. You know why?
Because he can speak Tagalog.
He can actually speak Tagalog.
Hella fluent. It'd just be like, Ron, only speak Tagalog.
Like if we really want to, do,
like, hey, we gotta practice with you.
Like if we really want to attract that crowd, right? I think it'll be good. Like even Joyce said, I was like, you think Ron should be on it too? She was like, yeah, because he's fluent, and even Nikki was like, because she still lives out there, right?
Yeah, and she's like,
she's
saying that, like,
she's
no,
like, he's like, no, he can pass for a local. Like he can even get away with, you know, like they won't even know like he's from here.
Yeah. Because
of the way he speaks.
Yeah.
I mean, he came here when he was, what, 14 or 13?
Madapak you.
Nah, and then, like, he could cook and shit,
He could cook, like, he could sing. Like, you're hella Filipino, bro. Let's go.
Well, I don't know. What do you do? We should tell him to, huh?
I should tell him, like, hey, you got to kick it with us once a month.
Yeah.
Like, you got to make an effort.
Well, he wants to
do it here and just so he can cook.
And he wants to actually... Because he wants to move to the Philippines, too, bro.
So it's like, hey, dude, this is the way. You do this.
There we go.
So make money.
Shit, bro. Get fucking... get out there. And then... I mean, because I do really agree with the Filipino crowd, man. They love fucking YouTube. They love YouTube, bro. But, you know...
yeah. YouTube's tight, though.
Yeah?
There's nothing you can't learn from YouTube.
Man, I need to fucking do housework. You know what I mean?
Sometimes them fools be giving wrong information, though. You got to filter it out, though.
Yeah, you have to watch it the whole way through.
Like, that shit ain't going to work, bro. You all bad.
You have to have a little bit of common sense.
But some people don't, though. That's why they're on YouTube.
Yeah, right? That's
Most
true.
people are like,
that's
all
true.
they do is look at YouTube.
But if you have a little bit of common sense, you'll be all right. Because you're going to be like, motherfucker, like, you're fucking stupid, dude.
You're gonna hurt yourself.
You're going to fucking kill yourself, bro.
That should be hella funny, though.
Oh man. Yeah, don't ask your wives to fucking do DIY.
DIY?
I'm just kidding. This is a men's channel, right? I'm just kidding.
Yeah, fuck you, BZs. Nah, just kidding. Just kidding. But for real, we don't negotiate with terrorists.
Oh man. Yeah, man. So, what else you do today, man?
Shit, that's it, man. I got my back crack. I'm hella old.
Oh, what, chiropractor? You got a chiropractor, bro?
Hell yeah.
Shit.
One of my residents is chiropractor.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I get like free cracks from him 3 times a week.
I haven't been to one in a while.
I feel hella good though, because I was having that sciatica issue.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, that's hella hard. I was like, hey, dude, you need to crack me ASAP. He's like, I got you. Crack me. I'm like, oh, I can move. Let's go.
Oh, shit.
So.
You don't think they're phony doctors?
Hey, it helped me, so
it does help. It does help. They just call them that for some reason. I don't know.
Doctor's a doctor, you know. They fix body problems, so I'm like, I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
I don't judge.
It's
more
maintenance.
The ones that I don't agree with is the fucking like 20-year-old life coach and shit. You see those? I'm like, you haven't even fucking got kicked in the teeth yet in life.
What, they have doctorates and shit?
They get like certificates and they say they're qualified to give people like life advice and shit like that.
I feel like those are like opinion based, man.
Yeah, which is dangerous though. You give the wrong person the wrong information, they might like do something stupid.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you got to be careful when advising.
Yeah.
Well, life coaches in general, right? Like advising people on life.
Dude, I was going to tap you into this Facebook message, right? I got into this chat, right? So some female anonymously in some Filipino group chat was like, hey, I want to get a divorce, but I don't know how to break it to my husband.
What?
You know, I've been trying to figure out how to do it and be nice about it. And then, right, I see all these girls saying like, girl, you don't need him, all that. They don't even know the story, right? They're saying
already siding.
Yeah. Get rid of him. He don't have a job. He can't even find a job, but he's been looking. Just get rid of him. He's no good, right?
Yeah.
And then I just jump in there. It's like, it's another advice where you got a butch female trying to tell someone to do something, but they don't even know the whole situation, you know? And then I was like, you know what? You need to talk to your friends, your family, and then actually talk to his friends and family and figure out what he needs to.
And that should be the real advice.
Yeah. Right. So that butch person came back and was like, this is horrible advice. You don't even know what you're doing. I was like, man, first off, you don't even know what gender you are. and then all these guys started hopping back me up, right? So this girl started coming at me crazy. I was like, dude, I'm about to text the boys like, hey, get on this group chat and roast this female. But it was hella funny.
Crazy.
It was hella funny, though.
See, and that's the dangerous thing about, like, social media, too. It's like, I feel like it's kind of ruining society, right? Because people see one side of everything on social media.
Yeah.
And they're already like, okay, yeah, I'm going to side with this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's I feel like they don't gather all the information that's necessary to make a valid opinion on a situation itself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like that's the same thing with politics too.
Yeah, it's all one-sided. They don't see the full spectrum, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so the thing is, like, I feel like social media is already making that decision for you.
Yeah.
For certain people.
Well, the way it's set up, it's like what you like and what you watch the longest, they're going to keep showing you more of it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like confirmation.
Yeah.
They call it confirmation bias.
Yeah.
And what that is like, so whatever you like and watch, they're going to show you more and reinforce it. Because you're going to get stuck.
Right. Exactly.
You're going to go down that rabbit hole and just stay on it. And it's just like...
And that's how the Democrats fucking won.
Yeah.
That's how Biden won.
Yeah, but that's top 3 states in 2023 that had the most people move out of it.
Yeah.
New York, Illinois. New York, then California, then Illinois.
Damn. All the fucking Democrats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And where they moving to? Florida and Texas.
Florida and Texas.
That's all they're going for.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Even businesses too.
Yeah.
Like Austin started, a lot of tech companies moved out that way.
Yeah, but then that area is starting to become Democrat too.
I know.
You know why?
Not too many people like that. Though.
You know why?
In Texas, not too many people.
Yeah, you know
like
why
that.
though, right?
Why?
Because the people that leave here are bringing their politics there.
Yeah.
It's like, don't do that. What are you
exactly.
doing? You guys are stupid.
Yeah. It's like, dude. And here's the thing with politics. It's like, dude, you have to respect other people's opinions, right?
Yeah.
And if they and views, if they view this like this is what they believe in,
Yeah.
you can't fucking bag them for that.
Hell no.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't get into that topic, but
I'm cool with it. I don't really care. We're still gonna post it, see what they do. You know, or we'll chop it up and I'll make clips.
Oh, you're gonna
I'm
clip
gonna chop
it
it anyways.
But no, I mean, I just feel like, people don't know how to respect other people's views, and I think that's where we fall short. And I feel like the left does it more than the right. I don't know. The right has very extreme people on that side. Both sides have extremists. I think those are the dangerous ones.
Yeah, the extremists on both sides.
On both sides, exactly.
On both sides. They're not like, you gotta be like even.
I think the ones that are like right there, because you believe in a bipartisan government, right?
Yeah, because to me, the reason why I believe in that is because life is all about decisions.
Yeah.
It's either a yes or a no.
Yeah.
That's all you gotta do.
Yeah.
And
I think it takes two different, views on two different takes on things to kind of come up and find common ground and solution.
That way it's a yes for everyone.
Yeah.
Or for the majority.
Yeah, for the majority. They have to kind of listen to each other.
Yeah, the problem I have though is that they allow the minority to make the decision for the majority.
Yeah.
That's the thing that sucks. It's like, come on, man.
Yeah, I know.
Majority is paying all the taxes. How come you're not listening to them?
Yeah.
Like the middle class, you know what I'm saying? So, this is what it is. So, how, do you think that type of mindset shows up in work all the time?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How do you handle that?
Whew.
That's a tough one.
It is a tough one.
Was it sardines?
No, that's I think it's like a tofu. Kiem.
Oh.
It's like, try it.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, this is bomb.
I remember in the Philippines, when I was a teenager,
Kill those?
we come out after the club.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude, the fucking street vendors.
Yeah.
We always get fish balls and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. That shit was bomb.
Fish balls
I don't think I can handle street food in the Philippines anymore though.
Maybe like a bite here and there.
That shit'll fuck my stomach up now.
You think so?
Yeah. I don't know, man. I think my stomach's too Americanized. We need to stay out there longer.
Dude, I went to Cancun last month, right?
Yeah.
Everyone got sick except for like a few of us. So I was like, good. Everyone's like, you didn't get sick? I was like, hell no, I'm built for out there. I felt better in tropical weather than I do feel here in the Bay. Like my everlasting cough went away.
Yeah?
Hell yeah. And I had that cough for like 20 years,
Yeah.
So.
Is that like it's like an asthma cough or?
It's like an asthma, dry cough. Just don't fucking go.
Wow. I don't know if this is fucking burnt, bro. Yeah, dude, smell that shit.
Oh yeah, that shit smell burnt.
It's burnt, right?
Is that supposed to be
Stupid
mantamas?
Motherfucker. It's like a fishball sauce. You're
What about
supposed
the
to
other
use
one?
it for.
Did you try the other one?
They were both fucking burnt. Eat it.
I'll try it.
Yeah. That shit's burnt, bro. That shit might fuck you up. Same with this.
It's just smoky, not burnt, but smoky.
You think it's supposed to smell like that?
Probably. That shit look like Mang Tomas, though. No?
It's a fish ball. I don't know.
Is it too hot?
Oh, nah, bro. Oh no, it's good.
No.
Try it.
Is it good? Is it good?
Try it.
Is it good? No, it's burnt. It's burnt.
Just dip your finger in there and try it.
What?
Not?
That tastes a little burnt.
What?
That shit tastes a little burnt.
It is hella burnt, bro.
It didn't hit me till afterwards. I was like, what the fuck?
I'm gonna fucking toss that shit.
That's just hella funny. That's the thing, though. Sometimes fucking be rushing like a motherfucker to make stuff, and it's not even that good.
I know, man. I know.
Right.
We should get those red horses too. But,
which one?
Later. We'll get the red horses later.
Yeah. Yeah, that's. Let's see. There you go. Because the other camera's on you.
Okay.
So we're just testing all three, see how it looks. I'll try to make something out of all this.
All right.
It's not bad so far, but it's just fucking kicking it.
It's just kicking it, bro. Yeah. Yeah, so you're saying with that mindset, how do you deal with that mindset?
How do you deal with that mindset of like extremism at work? Because me, I would hammer that shit so quick.
Like in what sense though? Like extremist, like how? Like
victim mentality. I'll hammer that shit so quick.
Ooh, I've actually dealt with that before.
That one's hard though.
Yeah, I've actually dealt with that.
I'll hammer it, but I'll gentle hammer.
Yeah.
Like, motherfucker, you need to get fucking your shit in because I will fucking fire your motherfucking ass. I'm not gonna fucking play no games, dude.
Yeah, no, I've had stuff like that where, they're saying, the victim mentality.
Yeah.
Where opportunity, they're saying opportunity is not the same for them. Favoritism. They said, for me, they actually accused me of having favoritism to one person versus himself. And, the thing is, I try to explain. You got to explain to them and make sure you explain it well that, hey, this is why, because this person is doing this and this and this and that.
Yeah.
And you're not.
Yeah.
And
is there a situation you can explain without putting names and shit like that? No. That means I know him.
No.
I'm just playing. I'm playing.
So let's just say that it's some people hustle harder, right?
Yeah.
And some people can understand.
Some people are missing.
Can learn faster
and some
too.
people are
So the thing is, to me, it's like, okay, if I can, part of your job in management is also understanding your team's strengths, individual strengths, right?
Yeah.
So once you understand that, then you try to put them in places where they'll excel. Where they'll excel.
Yeah, exactly.
Where they will be successful.
Where they can
and do their job well.
Yeah.
Right? But then there's some people to where it's like, no,
they want to do that.
I don't want this,
Yeah.
And I want to do that. And I think I could do it better than him. So it's like, why do you think that? Show me why you think you can do that. And I actually do give them the opportunity.
But they fuck up.
Yeah, they'll fuck up. Yeah. And I'll say, okay, let me show you how this person handled it versus how you handled it. All right? So you tell me why. Tell me why, you still think that you're better, like you can do this job better. And it's tough because sometimes if they're already set on their mind is set on this, they're not going to listen to you. It's one ear out.
Even if they mess up.
Yeah.
Even if you show numbers.
Even if they mess up. They're going to find a way to blame you.
Someone else.
They'll blame, because I'm the manager, they're going to blame me.
So,
then they'll go up, to upper manager.
Upper manager. So, what I said? If you're going to blame me for your faults, then here's my biggest mistake then.
Yeah.
I picked the wrong person for the responsibility. So let me fix that. You're going here, end of discussion, and I'm bringing the person I need.
Right.
I'll just tell them straight up, and I'll hurt their feelings. I don't really care.
Exactly.
Sometimes you got to be cutthroat, though.
You have to. And the thing is, and another thing is, and it's like, you already know at that point they probably will go to upper, right? So you just got to be ready. So everything is documented. I always document everything, especially when it comes to talks like that.
Yeah.
You know, I'll document it, and I'll even reiterate it on an email to him, right? To say, hey, this is what we talked about. And if he doesn't respond back, say, what the fuck you talking about? We never talked about that.
Yeah.
Obviously, then it was what we really talked about.
Yeah.
So everything is documented on my end, right? So if he does try to speak his fucking case, it's like, dude, I have everything documented. And usually, if you are a good manager, your boss will side with you. And here's the thing.
No, if your manager's good, they'll side with you.
Yeah. Regardless. But here's the thing, too. People can see, like, an outsider looking in, too. Like, some people...
outsider, though. That's the key. It has to be an outsider.
Yeah.
It can't be someone in that
outsider looking in. But sometimes they can tell. They can tell, like, that this person is not... He's not, like... they just give off a certain...
like a vibe. Like an energy. They give a certain energy.
Yeah, like an impression. Like their impression, right?
Yeah.
Their impression. They already give off... Like certain people can give good impressions.
Yeah.
And usually those are the professional ones, right?
Exactly.
So the unprofessional ones, almost 99% of the time, always give a bad impression.
Yeah, and you feel it in the first like interview.
So I've came into a company to where I inherited these employees. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not like I hired them. I inherited them.
Oh yeah.
So I had to deal with that, and then it's like, all right, how the fuck do I get rid of this motherfucker?
See, I had the exact same situation, but here's my question to you: when you inherit them and you're trying to figure out a way to get rid of them, how do you manage that?
Documentation is number one.
So when you document, do you always CC your manager, or do you have like a specific folder?
But I do. Let's say
I have folders for each employee.
But let's say like it's a verbal warning. Let's say, just for example, verbal warning.
I'll still write it.
I still put it on paper,
email,
and they need to sign it too.
Because the conversation needs to be documented.
Yeah, and I send that to HR.
Yeah,
I send that to HR already. So. You know, everything, but even for stuff that you don't send, you still need to document.
No, even coaching sessions, I'll send myself an email like,
yeah.
Like, we had this conversation, this employee had an issue with, or a challenge with this situation.
Yep.
I advised them on to recover following these measures.
Right.
This is what they did, this is what their timeline, and I set new expectations to get the situation resolved, and I email it to myself. So it's time... Because the main thing you want is timestamp every single time you conduct with that person.
Definitely.
So that's what I've always done.
Yeah. So they know, like, hey, you spent this much time on trying to coach this person up. Yeah. And I mean, sooner or later you need to call it.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
Like, enough is enough.
Enough's enough.
So and that's one thing too, like, you know, like you said, sometimes you need to be cutthroat. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Like, you have to not shy away from confrontation too.
Yep.
You know, I don't mean that in a bad way, like confrontation. You know, we're talking shit to each other, but you have to.
It's
be
more
real.
Confrontation. It's not street confrontation.
It's where it's professional confrontations to where you're pointing out, like, hey, you're underperforming. You know, so you have to be okay with that. You have to be able to call them in your office and shut the door.
Yeah.
To where it's just you and that person.
Yeah.
Talking.
Yeah.
You know, and bringing up the shortcomings.
Yeah.
Right? Their shortcomings.
Exactly.
And how, and then of course you want to
not necessarily their shortcomings, but how they didn't follow up to meet expectations that were set.
True. Yes.
That's
a better way to put it. Yeah. So, you know, you have to also. Like, so if you call it a PIP, right? So if you're going to put them on a PIP.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, if I'm going to put someone on a PIP, I actually want to give them a chance to get out of it.
Well, that's the whole reason why you put them on a process improvement plan.
Some managers already know they're gonna fire them though.
But see, sometimes those managers aren't good managers. They're too cutthroat.
Yeah,
right.
too cutthroat.
You got to have that balance
their
where
mind's already set.
Yeah,
they're just like, hey, I want to document this.
Those are the managers that always want full control for themselves.
Yeah.
They're actually hard to deal with. Even though their fucking old school ways are rudimentary and like they're hella old school, and it's like, but I like you can make it more efficient just by being 10% nicer, Sometimes you do 10% nicer, it goes a long way.
Especially so,
or kind, I should say, because I hate the word nice, because there's a difference for me.
So again, with like different individuals, right?
No.
You have to understand them. You have to understand who they are a little bit.
Yep.
And that's how you have to approach each person differently on each situation.
Yep.
Because people will react differently.
Yeah.
So what's your take on like generational, gaps? Like let's say that, have you managed different generations?
Hell yeah. My oldest staff member was like 70s.
Ooh.
My youngest one was like 18.
Okay.
And I had like 80
and everything in between, huh?
80 direct reports, like straight out of school. So
so the younger generation, they're a little bit more sensitive.
Yeah. So the way I approach it, I try to talk to them like a big brother and be cool with them.
Yeah.
Like
I like that approach.
Hey, I need to talk to you.
Yeah.
I think we tried this.
Yeah.
But you messed up on it. It's okay. But I'm gonna show you how to actually do it better next time. Don't worry, I'm not gonna report it. But you'll be all right.
Yep.
But then with the OGs, I'm like, hey, you fucked up, dog.
Yep.
You better fucking get the shit straight. And they're like, you're so brutal. But I was like, it's the only way you fucking listen.
Some people need that.
Some people need that.
Some people need that. And that's what I'm saying. You have to understand who they are.
Who are. You need to know.
Because you need to approach each person differently.
Yeah, you can't hammer the same way every single time.
I had an employee, right? He older, in his 60s. Young, early 60s.
Early 60s.
Yeah. So, this motherfucker, though, had the work ethic. It was like he would fucking outshine
everybody.
The younger cats.
Yeah.
And, he'd be a little grumpy. At that stage in your life, you're a little grumpy. And, of course, they were raised differently.
Yeah.
So he'd talk shit, like, under his breath.
Yeah.
And he'd talk shit to where, under his breath, but
they can
he knows they can hear it. He knows they can hear him. So the younger guys were coming to me. He's like, hey, Rick, man, Mike be saying this, that shit ain't cool. It's not fucking cool. You know what I mean? And I was like, okay, I'll talk to him. So I go over and talk to him. And then he's like, man, you know what, Rick? Man, he was like, man, you know what, Rick? I can't believe I work with so many fucking pussies. And I was like, hey. You can't talk like that, man. You can't talk like that right here.
Yeah, but you want to laugh.
Yeah, I do want to laugh inside. I'm like, yes, yeah, they are. They are, but calm down.
Like
let's go over here.
Let's go for a walk.
Yeah.
Let's go for a 5-minute walk.
Yeah, because he was like, I can't believe I work with so many fucking pussies. I'm just fucking, I'm working, I'm twice their, 3 times their age, and they're over there fucking working at this pace. Like, what the fuck is wrong with them? And I'm like, yeah, I get it. That's why, you get paid more than them, all right? It's as simple as that. But it's funny because, like I said, it's the generations are different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And some people don't take kindly to how the older generation is. So,
And they don't, right? So if they don't, do you think they need it?
I think they need it, yes.
For the ones that you manage, from your experience with dealing with those ages?
Yeah.
They need it.
Sometimes I was like,
yes, cool. Go ahead.
But I can't tell them that.
You can't tell them that, but
I'm like,
but in your head, you're like, I got your back, don't try.
Yeah.
You ain't getting in trouble.
Yeah,
Go handle it.
And I just go back. It's like, hey, I talked to him. You know, he's not gonna, act in that manner anymore. He shouldn't act in that manner anymore.
Yeah.
Just worry about your work. You know what I mean?
Just focus.
Don't fucking pay attention to him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And at the same time, I'm like, dude, he's fucking 3 times your fucking age, and he's outworking you. Shut the fuck up, pussy. Cheers
to that, motherfucker. Fuck.
Oh man, the younger generation, bro. Like, I mean, they'll consider us younger generation, but like we took those values that
our parents
instilled in us. Like, we take that to heart. So,
especially being Filipinos.
Yeah.
Because like, there's not a lot of. Now there is starting to be a lot of Filipinos that are like rising up in the ranks, but before there wasn't. Yeah. So we're kind of raised with that, like, hey, just work hard, keep your mouth shut.
Yeah.
Fucking chill, do what you have to. Yeah. But if someone messes you, go ahead, it's green light.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then now seeing all these youngsters come up, it's like, you guys are fucking soft, dog. I'm going to eat you you're about to be my employee. I'm about to take all your money in my business. Do you know that?
Like, I mean, yeah, work hard, keep your mouth shut. Like, there's certain times where you open your mouth for the right
reason.
People these days, they open their mouth to complain for the wrong reasons.
So have you ever,
like you said, playing victim a lot too?
And I bring that up because that's what happened in my situation being a manager.
Yeah,
I had 80 direct reports. The funniest part about being a manager. You know how you talked about deer in the headlights when you have professional conversations? I actually got deer in the headlights from the staff. Mm-hmm. You know why?
Why?
Because the non-Filipino people were saying, oh, he only favors the Filipinos. And the Filipinos people are saying, he don't like us. He don't like the Filipinos. So both sets of groups were hating on me, saying I don't like any of them.
Damn.
So one day I was so pissed off because there's too many people. Yeah. I was like, you know what? I'm just trying to even out the hate between everybody. Everyone's getting treated the same way.
Yeah.
And then they froze, didn't say nothing. But the problem is, I would discipline them because they needed to. Because I'm in a hospital. We make medications for dying kids.
It's important. Yeah.
I'm not messing around. You want to mess around? Do it somewhere else. You're not going to kill a patient here. You're not going to kill a kid on my watch. Yeah. So I discipline pretty tough, right? Keep them in line. And you need that. I don't want to go to a parent, especially like you as a parent, and you have Hunter and Nathan. If one of my guys messed up, I don't want to be the manager to come talk to you and explain it.
Hell no.
I don't want that conversation. Yeah. So I'm strict as hell when it comes to that.
Yeah.
You have to know what you're signing up when you do that.
Yeah. So, and do they understand that? Do they understand the level of importance?
They say they do, and then after a couple months, their threshold dies down, and they're just like, oh, whatever.
And then how do you bring them back up?
Crack the whip hella hard. It's like either that or I'm going to find a way to... I'll tell them you're worthless. I told them you're worthless. You're here working you're worthless. You know why you're worthless? Yeah. I don't tell them this specifically, but I've told them people they're worthless and never explained it. But my whole reason, to me, you're worthless. You signed up for a job you don't want to do, number one. Number two, you take this job lightly when we're here to save kids' lives.
Yeah.
So to me, you're worthless. Yeah. You're here about the money. You're not here about helping out.
Yeah.
So
find some pride in what you do.
Find some pride in what you do. Right. And so my issue with that was the victim, going back to the victim mentality, is these kids would get mad that I disciplined them, go around me to my director, right? So I'm getting shit on both sides, top and bottom, because my director would automatically take their side. Right? So I'm taking shit from the staff already, because they're going to want to, they think they have numbers, and they can say whatever, so I'm popping off on everyone, whack-a-mole. I'm just like hammering everybody. Yeah. Get back to work. That's it. Get out of my way. Get back to work. And then I had the directors and the chiefs coming down. Yeah. Not even trying to assess the situation, but they're hammering on me. So I'm getting it from everyone.
Yeah. Yeah, that's tough.
So that's why when I left, the chief, right, basically like he's like probably top 10 in the whole hospital, came out to see me. He's like, I see what you see now. And I told him straight to his face, like, it's fucking too late. You know, it's like it's what you get.
Yeah.
They never recovered. After I left,
Uh-huh.
no manager lasted more than like a year and a half.
Oh shit.
They hired 3 other support leads to support those managers.
Uh-huh.
And
that didn't work out? That didn't work out either?
Still not work out. One of them one of the leads quit claiming racism. I was like, how do you have one of your managers claim racism? That's bad. That's you're screwed there.
That's crazy.
You're screwed, right?
Yeah.
That means you really don't have a good leadership structure.
It's really hard to find good leadership.
Yeah.
It's hard to find good leadership.
So what that tells me in that situation, because my chiefs never took my back or my directors had my back, they wanted control for themselves, but they wanted me to take care of the dirty work. But then they never backed me up to do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So after
sometimes I feel like
after I left that, it's like, okay, you have it all. Now it just exposes all of them.
Yeah. And sometimes I feel like they don't know what they're asking for.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you want me to handle the dirty work, but you know what that entails.
They don't know because they got so far up. They didn't know how wide the team went. They're so focused on going vertical. They don't know how wide it is, and that you can't go up to the next level without building the right structure.
Yeah.
You need a pyramid of structure.
You do. And I feel like, fuck, dude, 80. You said 80?
80.
That's too many direct reports.
Direct reports.
That's too much.
Right?
You need more managers.
25.
You need more fucking managers. That's fucking too much. Yeah. How the fuck are you supposed to be responsible for all that?
How am I supposed to fucking live a personal life?
You ain't gonna live a personal life.
No, I didn't.
No, that's a bullshit fucking structure right there.
It's a bullshit structure, but it's a character. I won't take it back that I did it. I'm like happy I did it because it gave me the resolve to do what I'm doing now.
That's true. Yeah.
Because now I'm working a regular 9 to 5,
right?
Where I just clock out, do my work. But then I have the strength and the resolve to fucking run 2 businesses.
Yeah. Well, sometimes when you're put in a situation like that, to where you do see failure in the system itself, then you know how to go about.
Do you think it actually builds you to do that, or reveals your character?
I think both. Right? I think it really does reveal your character.
It does both.
Right? Because sometimes you need to be put in those situations.
You need to put it in the fire.
Yes.
Right?
And because you'll never know how well you're going to do.
Yeah.
Because some people, if you're in the fire and you're just like this, like you're nervous, you're always walking on eggshells, like
you're not cut out for it.
You ain't cut out for it.
You ain't cut out for it.
But if you can stay calm and say fuck it.
Fuck it, we're gonna go for it.
Yeah, just like fuck it, whatever happens, happens.
Yeah.
That's how.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, my thing is like if you can stay decisive, because like. Shit's gonna happen, especially when you're in the fire. So you're never gonna be balanced.
Yeah.
So you're not always gonna be calm, to be honest.
Right. Yeah.
But if you know you can make like logical decisions.
But you have to look calm though.
But
you have to look calm.
No, but in reality.
I get you. You're
like it's like a duck.
Especially in leadership, right? You have to look calm.
You have to present that, but then in your hair, like
you go back to your office like, oh fuck, motherfucker.
Hell yeah. Right?
Yeah.
That's why it's funny. Like all my business partners, like I'll pop off at them, or because they fucked up. Right?
Yeah.
If they try to do a deal and one of the employees fuck up, they're calling me like, "Hey, Leo, I need you to fucking listen to me for 20 minutes." I'm like, "Go." I already know what you're gonna do. Go. And then at the end of the day, what do you want to do?
Yeah.
And they're like, "I want to fire him." Do it. No, boom. All right, hung up. Let's go.
Shit, man.
This is hella funny though. Leadership's fucking the funnest shit, but it's the fucking hardest shit.
It is fun. I enjoy it.
I enjoy it, but it's hella hard. It's hella hard.
And I think an important factor on leadership is earning respect.
Yeah.
Right? So rather than, some people wave a title around. They wave it around. Hey, I got a fucking big ass fucking dick, bitch. Listen to me.
Those are the
suits.
What I'm saying? Those are what I call the suits. They're not.
But some suits
are dope.
They're good. I'm not gonna say all suits are.
But a lot of suits are all MBAs, but they never got in the trenches. I like the leaders that got in the trenches.
Exactly.
If you're willing to do the grimy ass work,
exactly,
I will back you up forever.
Exactly.
But if you're just a spreadsheet,
you need one?
Yeah. But if you're a spreadsheet pusher, Like, nah, dude,
Yeah.
you ain't no one to me. Because if you're not willing to handle the people issues,
Yeah.
you're not willing to handle the business. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
Because the people are the business.
Exactly.
And that's what's hella funny to me, so.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I need to take a piss.
Yeah, let's take a break. This shit's actually pretty fun.
You'll